This is question 53 on chemistry from the 2018 NSAA. You're told that 2.8 grams of lithium metal reacts with 1.2 decimeters cubed of pure oxygen in a closed system. It tells you that complete reaction occurs between the lithium and the oxygen and asks what is the maximum mass of lithium oxide that can be formed. It gives you some information, the relative atomic masses of lithium and oxygen, and the volume of 1 mole of gas. So where's a good place to start? Well, why don't we write an equation for the reaction that's happening? We're told that we're making lithium oxide from lithium and oxygen. And so firstly, what's the formula for lithium oxide? That's Li2O. So if we make that from lithium and oxygen, it comes out as 2 lithium plus half an oxygen forms Li2O. Now where should we go? Well, we need the mass of lithium oxide that's formed. So let's try and work out the amounts of lithium and oxygen that we have. So starting with lithium, how much do we have? So we're given that the mass is 2.8 grams and that the relative atomic mass is 7 grams. So how do we work out how much there is? Well, we know number of moles is mass divided by relative atomic mass. So let's put the numbers in. We get 2.8 divided by 7. Well, 28 divided by 7 would be 4. So 2.8 divided by 7 would be 0.4. And that's how many moles we have of lithium. So next, let's work out how much oxygen we started with. So we're told that we have 1.2 decimeters cubed of oxygen and that the volume of 1 mole of gas is 24 decimeters cubed. So can we work out how many moles of oxygen we have? Well, if we divide how many decimeters cubed of volume there is by how much volume there is in the mole, this is 1.2 divided by 24. Well, 12 divided by 24 would be 0.5. So 1.2 divided by 24 would be 0.05. So that's how many moles of oxygen we started with. Notice that this is much smaller than how much lithium we started with. So the maximum mass of lithium oxide looks like it's going to depend on how much oxygen there is. So finally, how much lithium oxide can we make from this much oxygen and this much lithium? We know that oxygen is the limiting value because lithium is in excess compared to oxygen. So how much lithium oxide is produced from this much oxygen? So we know it takes half as much oxygen as we have lithium oxide is produced. So we need to double this number of moles of oxygen to get the number of moles of lithium oxide, which is 0.1 moles. So how do we get the mass of lithium oxide from this? The formula is mass is number of moles times relative molecular mass. So we don't have the relative molecular mass yet, but how do we work it out? We have the masses of lithium and oxygen, so we just need to add them up. So 2 lithiums and 1 oxygen makes 30 grams per mole. So let's put the numbers in. We have 0.1 moles times 30 grams per mole. So what's the final mass? That's 3 grams of lithium oxide. And this corresponds to answer B on the question paper.